Hello, boys and girls. My name is Pepe the Shark, and I am taking some time out of my busy schedule of eating people to tell you a little bit about vocabulary, chapter 11, and these important words and what they are meaning. First word, are you ready, is authoritarian. Authoritarian is an adjective, and it's used to describe something that has absolute authority and unquestioning obedience. The word obedience means to obey. So, obey means you do what you're told. Just like all you good boys and girls out there at school who do exactly what they're told. Right. Think about the synonym totalitarian. It means that somebody has a total amount of power. Totalitarian. When I think of a totalitarian or an authoritarian, I think about my mom. Because if you didn't do what she told you to do, she would eat you. I also think about some people who work in the army, like a drill sergeant that says, "You do what you're told, and if you don't, I make you do push-ups." Authoritarians make me very uncomfortable. I don't like to be told what to do. The next word is avenge. Avenge means to inflict punishment for a perceived wrong. That means that you think that something bad has happened, and you are going to get retribution, which means revenge. Ooh, I like revenge very much. It is my favorite activity next to eating people. One word that maybe you know is retaliate. Retaliate means to get back at somebody for something that they did. The opposite then would be to forgive, or to pardon, or to tolerate somebody. I don't like to tolerate, because I'm a shark. It's just not within my nature, you understand. It also means to take vengeance. Vengeance is a very good word, and it means exactly the same thing as to take revenge. So, if somebody hurts my older brother, I might avenge him by eating them. You know how it is. We sharks, we stay pretty close to our families. Word number 3 is bewilder. Bewilder is an easy word. You should remember it. It means to confuse. Like, it bewilders me why people go swimming in areas that say, beware of sharks. If I were a person, and I knew that there could be a small chance of there being sharks in the water, I would definitely not go inside. It bewilders me. It also bewilders me why people go in the water when they have cuts or they are bleeding and they have band-aids. It's like, would you put ice cream in front of a kid and tell him not to eat it? I don't think so. Another good word that is a synonym for bewilder is baffle or perplex. It means to confuse also. Like, it baffles me when I try to learn vocabulary words that I don't understand, because I find it very perplexing and confusing. Vocabulary word number 4, bristle. Bristle means to become angry. This is a word I know a lot about, because when you're a shark, you get angry a lot. You know, sometimes when the anger, it builds up inside you and you don't know what to do, and it feels like you are just fuming and infuriated and so ticked off that you want to eat somebody whole without even chewing them a little bit. That's what it means to bristle. Like sometimes when my mom is telling me what to do and I don't agree with her, I bristle. I get so angry, my face turns red and I just want to scream. That's when I go into the shallow end and I look for some surfers or something because I just need to blow off some steam. You understand, I'm sure. Word number 5, clemency. Clemency is something that I do not have a lot of. Clemency means mercy or leniency. It is kind of like forgiveness or compassion. Like when you feel bad for somebody and you want to take it easy on them. Or perhaps somebody is trying to avenge themselves on you, you know, they are trying to take revenge and they keep saying something like, "I'm going to get you," and you say, "Please have mercy," or clemency. Maybe you do something wrong, like one day you are forgetting to tuck in your shirt, or you forgot a belt, or maybe perhaps you did not turn in your homework to your teacher, Mr. Swirdo. And then you would say, please, Swordlow, have clemency on me because I need your forgiveness. You see, it's a good word. Word number 6, elaborate. Elaborate means to go into detail, to express in greater detail, or also having intricate or complex detail. Basically, let's say you do your writing assignment for class, and Mr. Swirlo says, yes, 3 words do not make a paragraph. You need to elaborate on your thinking a little bit. You need to give more detail in your answers. Elaborate means the same thing as to clarify, to be very thorough or extensive. Notice how it is having 2 parts of speech. You can elaborate something, in which case it is an action and a verb, or something can be elaborate, meaning that it is shown in great detail, in which case it is then an adjective, because adjectives describe things. Word number 7 is gazebo, which is a little confusing to me because I have never seen a gazebo in the water before. It is a small roofed building, usually having open sides. And this open side building is something you do not see in the beach, you understand. You know, maybe on the shore they have lots of gazebos, but I don't get to go on the actual beach so often because my dad's, he tells me if I ever catch you going on the beach, I am going to eat you. So, you can see my dad is an authoritarian, yeah? Is he? Oh, nobody's there? Okay. Next word, malady. Malady is a good word. It describes, well, it is, you really see, an illness, a physical or mental disorder. It is a noun. It is the thing itself. And malady is like a sickness or a disease. So, I don't recommend if you have a sickness or a malady that you go in the water to go swimming because I don't like to catch colds. And quite frankly, it's not really safe. Word number 9, mar. Mar is a good word. It is a verb, which means it is an action, and it means to damage or disfigure you. For example, if I bite you, because I have very sharp teeth, it will mar your body. That means you will have some kind of cut. It will ruin you, literally. Look at the synonym. It means to ruin or impair. The opposite would be to beautify or improve. Word number 10, obscure. You might remember obscure because it was the antonym, the opposite of prestigious, which means widely known. Obscure means not known, not easily noticed or understood, not widely known at all. For example, it's not very widely known at all that sharks must always move at all times. That's why we're constantly swimming. It's also not widely known that sharks wear lipstick. This is why my lips are red. Go to the next word, obsolete. Obsolete means that something is no longer valid or in use, like outdated. Think about some telephones, like the cell phones that you guys used to use when you were much younger. They were so big and bulky and they didn't have text message. Those are now obsolete because you cannot use them anymore. It is like how sometimes when you were younger, you would watch TV on these big TVs that were like 3 times the size of a small shark. And now you have these televisions that are like flat. And those are now much better. So the other ones are obsolete. Word number 12, pretext. This is my favorite word, I think. It means a professed purpose to hide the real reason why you're doing something. A pretext is the fake reason that you give to hide your real reason for doing something. For example, when I take a bite out of a swimmer's legs, it's not because I really want to taste them. That's just what I say. The real reason is because I like to have fun and I enjoy the look on their face when they see me coming and feel a little nip on their toesies. That's the reason. You, I'm sure, come up with a lot of reasons for why you do something, but that doesn't mean it's the true reason. It's a pretext. It's an excuse, a reason or an alibi. Word number 13, to be full of things. Team. The word is team, and it means either to be full of things or to move in large numbers. So for definition number 1, if something is filled to the brim, like my belly after I eat a whole school of shark fishes, then my belly is teeming with fish. And if something teems with something else, it is filled with it. It also means to move in large numbers, like the school of fish that I just saw coming by here. They teem into the ocean. Word number 14, I think you already know, is translucent. It means it allows light to pass through, but not enough to clearly view what is on the other side. As opposed to something that is transparent. Transparent does allow light to pass through and allows you to see clearly what is on the other side. So translucent is kind of like clouded, like when you look in the ocean water and you can see a little bit but not all the way clearly. And transparent means that when you look down through something that's like a glass window, you can see exactly what's on the other side. So those are your 15 words. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm very hungry right now. Doing vocabulary makes me feel like eating people. So you'll excuse me and I wish you good luck. Don't forget, go on to Quizlet and practice your words. This is Pepe the Shark signing off.